Hello everybody, it's FFX for another weekly update. A few things this week. First of all, videos and streams should be normal. We are probably finishing Kingdom Hearts 2 on Wednesday, so look forward to that. I'm up to where they say that the point of no return is. I can't think of any side quests that I'm doing aside from, at the very least, finding Sephiroth. I know where he is now. I looked it up. Finding Sephiroth, getting destroyed by him, and then beating the game. And then we can finally move on to other stuff, because we've been playing Kingdom Hearts 2 for a while. Vesperia is also going along, so we'll continue that on Tuesday. In addition, Final Fantasy X is ending this week. That snuck up, didn't it? I think it's going to end on episode 99, which is sad because I wanted to go to the full 100. But you know what? It is what it is. Tomorrow's episode is Nemesis. Wednesday is Penance. And Wednesday. Yeah. And then Friday, there we go. Friday is going to be the finale and Platinum Trophy and all the other things. So if you have anything that I haven't shown off in the game that's not trophy related that you can think of that you would like me to do, then let me know. In addition, Twilight Princess is getting there. It's getting there. We're this week is going to be the Cave of Ordeals, and continuing on toward the next dungeon. So good times. And I'm sad to see that go. Just for advanced planning. After Final Fantasy X ends, I'm not going to be starting Mother 3 right away because I need to just take a little time for a few things. There's a bunch of stuff going on as the year gets to a close. Also, oh my god, the year is almost over. There's a bunch of things for me to do. One, obviously Patreon stuff, which I need to get to now that the month is half over. Two, I need to start working on MagFest stuff. I have started working on MagFest stuff, but I need to start working on MagFest stuff so it's not last minute. Three, a whole bunch of games came out, namely this past Friday, Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order and Pokemon Sword and Shield. I got Sword, my brother got Shield. I want to be able to play those. So, I might just take the rest of November off in terms of main Let's Plays. Twilight Princess will continue until it is completed. But in the other slot, I might just do Twilight Princess for the full week, or I might start doing VODs. Because we got a whole bunch of Vesperia. We have Kingdom Hearts 2 to start uploading. We have, I don't remember if I finished uploading the Ocarina of Time randomizer, but I don't think so. I don't think I put up the 4-Job Fiesta from this summer. So there's a lot of videos that I can put up. So I'm probably just going to take it easy for the rest of the month. And then once December starts and I've gotten a bit of my backlog of other work done, then we'll get back into Mother 3. There's a possibility that Mother 3 might be delayed till after MagFest, just so that I can continue to actually play video games that I want to without putting them aside and never picking them up again, because I've been playing Fallen Order and it's really good so far, and I want to actually have time to play it, and I don't want to stream it because that doesn't seem like the type of thing I would enjoy streaming, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so yes, that's videos and stuff. One thing I just want to talk about before we get into things that happened this past week. One of the things from past week was a tweet going around. It's pointing out that there's a month and a half left to this decade, to the 2010s, which is where did the time go? And it's what accomplishments did you do? And my only real accomplishment is I started Let's Playing, and I got cancer, and I beat cancer, and like that's all I did, because I started college and then I dropped out of college because of the cancer, and I didn't really do anything else. I mean, art, I guess, but like, you know, a lot of people are like lamenting, like, oh man, I didn't really have any accomplishments, like this is really depressing, and I can understand that, but also just remember, time is arbitrary. Just because the decade is ending doesn't mean it's the end of the decade. Because, I mean, yes, you can count a 10-year period, but I can also start counting a 10-year period from today. You know, something important, you know, with New Year's coming around, and something I talk about when the Jewish New Year's come around, every single day can be New Year's. Maybe not for calendar counting, but it can be your new year, because it's never too late to make a new start, to make that, just say, okay, you know what? Everything's been pretty bad up to this point, but today we're making a change. Today we're going to start working towards that better change. And man, if I didn't believe that personally, I wouldn't be like dieting and exercising now, because I started August 28th. Like, what kind of random arbitrary day is August 28th aside from the birthday of one of my best friends? But like August 28th, I started dieting and exercise. Now I'm down 17 pounds. So, like, if I didn't believe that I could just say, you know what, we're going to start today, and this is going to be the start of my new year, then I couldn't have done anything, because I would have been like, oh man, you know, the year is ending, there's no point in starting now, and once the year starts, you're like, well, winter sucks, so I may as well not do anything. Or like, you know, there's always something that comes up. You know that there is. I know that there is. There's always something that comes up. That's just life. Even if there isn't anything that comes up, there's always something that comes up. But you know what? You have the power to say, this is the start of my new year. As they said in the movie Independence Day, you know, this is our Independence Day. And it wasn't saying that their independence from the British. They were saying their independence from the aliens. But you know what I mean. Like, this today is my day to start the new year. And just because the year is ending, just because the decade's ending, just because the day is ending, doesn't mean you can't start something. And doesn't mean that whatever progress you didn't have or had in the past year, day, month, hour, decade, century, I don't know how old you are, doesn't mean any of that didn't count. But there's always that opportunity to start a new year. And that is something that you should remember. That's something that I need to remember. And there's always that chance. There's always that hope. And if you don't like carry that hope, then you're not going to be able to make that new start. But you know what? Even if you don't have that hope, I have that hope for you. I'm carrying that hope. I believe in you. I really do. I've seen some amazing things done by normal people, by the normal people of this community, by the normal people of my family and like extended like school communities and stuff. I've seen some amazing things done by people who just decide, you know what, today is when I'm starting. You don't have to stop what you're doing cold turkey and change your life, but you could be like, okay, I have, you know, X number of changes that need to be made to my life to make it better. Let's start with this, and we'll work on that until we're comfortable, and then we'll add this, and then we'll add this, and then eventually, like, you know, 3 months later, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm a different person now. It's crazy. It's good. You can do it. I know you can. But yeah, now that pep talk is done, and we were finished talking about how the year is ending and I'm old, so let's see, this past week, made a new icon for Wonderful Wands. You should check that out on his Twitter. Go follow his stuff. It was Veterans Day. That was a thing. There's a trailer for the new Scoop movie. Disney Plus launched, and The Mandalorian is amazing. I'm so excited. Also, yeah, I have... One second. This is important. This is very important. This is important enough for me to interrupt. Thank you. My mom got this little pet hat, and now a little potato rallet can just be like a little police constable. It says police constable, but he's like a little sheriff now. And just goes around going, "Howdy!" So, this is the most important part of your day right over here. Okay. Let's see. Yes, Disney Plus is great so far. Been watching The Mandalorian with my brother. Been watching the old Mickey Mouse cartoons and Donald Duck cartoons. We watched Lilo and Stitch. Muppet Treasure Island, which is one of the best movies ever created, and Tim Curry's best role. Excuse me, I need to take a drink. I'm getting a bit of acidy stomach, because I haven't eaten yet today. It's only 10 o'clock, but I haven't eaten yet, so it's bad. I beat Luigi's Mansion 3. Very happy with that game. I would give that at least an 8.5 or a 9. It's good. I'm very impressed. I like it better than 2, thankfully. I don't know if it's better than 1, because 1 has a very high place in my heart. But I think it's easier for the most part. And it's so varied. It's amazing. They were able to just do whatever they wanted, and it was great. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. On the 13th, which was Wednesday, was World Kindness Day. And just something I said there that I want to, I guess, repeat. Not everything that you do in life will have tangible results. A lot of it you'll never see the results of. But being kind is something that I personally believe you do see the fruits of. If you create an environment of kindness around yourself, it'll have far-reaching effects on not just your life, but the lives of the people around you, and it will cause them to be kinder to others and to you. And it's one of those things that you really reap what you sow. If you are kind to others, then things will just be better. So it's always something important to remember. Let's see. Rowlett says you should be kind. Even if you don't want to listen to me, you have to listen to this little guy. I mean, look at him. Look at him. He's a cutie. We went to a midnight launch for the Pokemon and Star Wars games. There was a guy at GameStop in a Pikachu, a full Pikachu outfit. I was very impressed. Anything else fun happened this week? No, I didn't do any art this week because I was focusing on. I was really focusing on getting Final Fantasy X done. My game file's 150 hours now. At least 30 of those hours, probably more, were just doing the sphere grid and trying to kill Yojimbo. And I talked about that in the last episode, in the Magus Sisters episode. The fiasco of trying to farm stuff off of Dark Yojimbo. But, yeah, that took up my whole week. It really did, and it was awful. So, I'm kind of excited to just be fighting Nemesis and Penance. Both of these fights, I've never actually done before. I only Zanmato'd them because I just got sick of the strategy of the game each previous playthrough. But this time will be different. This time I'm going to show you guys how to beat them, whether I like it or not. It'll be fun. I had considered streaming the penance fight, but honestly, I don't want to put up with chat during all my failures. So yeah. It is what it is, though. But anyway, that's pretty much it. Yeah, again, I didn't do any art this week. I'm sorry. Pokemon's been really fun, though. So that makes up for it? Question mark. I also posted pictures of bunnies, so that makes up for it, right? Yeah, that's it for the weekly update. Thank you all very much for watching. Thank you very much for sticking around. Thank you very much for sticking around for yourselves. Not necessarily for my videos, but thank you very much for sticking around for yourselves, for fighting onward even if things are awful or beyond awful. I'm really proud of you. I really am. And I believe in you. I really do. I don't like saying things just to make people happy. I like saying things that I mean. And I really mean that. I believe in you. And I know that no matter how bad things are now, we have the power to make things better. We just need hope and patience. Sometimes you say, Dovey, I've been patient for 20 years. I know some people, older people than myself obviously, whose lives were awful and turned around when they were in their 30s, 40s, 50s. Like, completely different. You gotta give it that chance. I believe that you can make it. I really do. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you very much for having the strength to stick around to today. I appreciate it. And see you guys next week. Goodbye, everybody. Bye-bye.